I'll get it. 79 West FIBBER McGEE speaking.
Hi, Molly, it's Dennis.
Oh?
It's Dennis Daly. I would have loved to have been on your show years ago, but the best I can do is kind of go back through history and play your shows this year. You understand how that works, don't you?
Oh, sure, I realize how those things happen.
Okay then, Molly, I better get this program put together. I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Goodbye.
Who'd you say it was, Molly? Anybody we know?
Dennis, decent sort of a chap. Generous and a good neighbor.
It was one of the longest-running and best-loved shows in the history of radio. Throughout the 1930s, then through the war years, and into the 50s, Jim and Marion Jordan, as FIBBER McGee and Molly, brought a little bit of mid-America into our living rooms every week. Their radio home at 79 Wistful Vista was visited by an array of zany characters and lovable guests. Their jokes and running gags, including Fibber's famous overpacked hall closet. Dennis Daly looks at the evolution of this historic radio series in a salute to FIBBER McGee and Molly.
Hi and hello again, everybody. And during this series, we're looking at one of the most successful radio shows of all time. If you have never heard an episode of FIBBER McGee and Molly before, you have a real treat. For decades, the show made us laugh, brought us through World War II and much of the Depression, and on into the 50s and 60s. Now sit back and enjoy 2 episodes of FIBBER McGee and Molly. But then, enter television on the American scene. The popularity of radio was waning. NBC managed to keep the show alive. Johnson's Wax left, Pet Milk picked up the show, and then in the final season, Reynolds Aluminum. Then the show went to a daily 15-minute format for a couple of reasons, not the least of which was Marion Jordan's health was failing. It was done in a studio and not before a live audience. Let's go to 1953 now. The winner of 1953 and 4 of those 15-minute shows.
The FIBBER McGee and Molly Show. NBC and Paper Make Pens bring you FIBBER McGee and Molly transcribed. The show is written by Phil Leslie and Ralph Goodman and directed by Max Hutto. We'll join FIBBER and Molly in just a moment. I know a man who earns extra money while loafing in the Florida sun. Another piles up extra dollars while watching a football game. Millionaires, you say? Not at all. Fact is, they're average income men like you and me who invested in United States savings bonds on the payroll savings plan. They're getting back $4 for every $3, $100 for every $75 invested. Yes, they're really enjoying themselves while those dollars are going to work for them. And you can do the same thing. Even if you've never been able to save money before, you'll find it easy on the payroll savings plan. Maybe saving money has never been easy for you in the past, but with this method, it's all automatic. You decide how much you want to save, and it's taken right off your check so you won't even miss it. But you'll be amazed how quickly it adds up. Why, to save only $3.75 a week, you'll have more than $1,000 in bonds in just 5 years. You'll feel more secure tomorrow if you invest in United States savings bonds today. For 3 days now, the War Department in Washington has been trying to contact Mr. McGee in Wistful Vista by phone. Mr. McGee is firmly convinced it's a national emergency, but his wife thinks it's just a mistake.
Hello, operator. Well, what about that Washington call? Well, I am holding on. If you can't get them wires untangled, cut them. Let's get this call through.
No, take it easy, McGee. She'll connect you. Long-distance calls take time, you know.
You said it, they take time. This call has took 4 days so far. And I don't mind telling you my nerves are getting frayed like a crapshooter's cuffs. Hello.
Did you bring the mail in? I looked a minute ago, but I couldn't...
Yeah, I got another postcard from Uncle Dennis. I put it... Hello. Doggone it, operator. How much longer is that call going to take? 1 hour delay? This is government business. Okay, hurry it up, will you? Said she'll be glad to call back when the lines are clear.
She won't be any gladder than I am. What an uproar this thing has caused.
Well...
I never saw her... Oh, did you say we got another card from Uncle Dennis?
Yeah, I put it... Oh, here it is.
Where's it mailed from? Where is he now?
He's in Arizona. At the Petrified Forest.
How is he?
Petrified. Good old Uncle Dennis. He says, "Dear niece and nephew, there's an old saying, when in Rome, do as the Romans do. I'm in the petrified forest, having a wonderful time. See you soon. Love."
Bless his heart. Uncle Dennis always has fun. Such a wonderful disposition. You know, everybody loves him.
Yeah.
All his life he's been loaded with friends.
Oh, you can say that again. He spent most of his life getting loaded with friends.
I didn't mean that.
I know, kiddo, but it was too good a chance to pass up. We may not have much time for jolly laughter and little pleasantries such as these, my dear, when my government calls me to duty.
Is there a new regulation in Washington against laughing or something?
No, I simply mean that the problems confronting us these days will demand my full time, my dear.
Oh, sure.
Conference with the chiefs of staff, breakfast at the White House, lunch with the foreign secretaries.
Oh, you'll take no foreign secretaries to lunch, my boy, not unless Mother goes with you. No little French snip is going to tell my husband, "What big eyes you have, darling."
No, the foreign secretary is a man, Molly.
Oh, that's a good idea.
You'll meet all them diplomats and stuff when we get to Washington and get settled, kiddo.
Mm-hmm.
I can just see me now, dropping in at the White House to report to the President on the State of the Union.
You're going to tell him how things are?
Why not? He'll want to know, won't he?
A good point.
Just picture me strolling down Oklahoma Avenue.
Pennsylvania Avenue.
Yeah. As I climb the White House steps, the word spreads like wildfire. McGee is coming. McGee is coming.
You'll get your foot in the door before they can lock it, though, I bet.
Yep. As I walk down the long corridor to the President's office, crowds gather in the hall. 4 Secret Service men walk in front of me.
Strewing rose petals, I suppose?
Oh, no. For security reasons, my dear. We reach the door to the President's office, and the Secretary of State runs ahead to announce my arrival. A hush falls over the crowd as he opens the door. And in reverent tones, he says...
Grocery boy!
Very enthusiastic Secretary of State we have.
Hello there, kids. Hi, daughter. Hey, Johnny, what's this I hear about you joining the wax?
Okay. So you delivered groceries to Hector Howell. I hope you put sand in his sugar, the big smart aleck.
As a matter of fact, Mr. Oldtimer himself here is waiting for a phone call from the War Department in Washington.
Yep, the War Department.
Is that so?
Yep.
That's very interesting, Johnny, because Papa was with the War Department himself at one time. Had a very important job.
Yeah, what kind of a job?
Soldier.
Oh.
Papa served with Teddy Roosevelt, kids. Him and his horse.
One of Roosevelt's Rough Riders, was he?
Daughter, he was the roughest. Papa used to bounce around on that saddle like a yo-yo with the hiccups.
It's a wonder it didn't give him a headache.
No, daughter, just the opposite. Papa loved it, though. He was the roughest, toughest soldier in the whole outfit. Didn't know the meaning of the word fear.
Pretty brave, huh?
Brave? Did you say brave?
That's right.
Daughter, is that what Johnny said? Brave?
That's what he said. Was he?
Was he what?
Brave.
What were we talking about? Yeah, Papa. Well, sir, you remember when Teddy Roosevelt led the charge up San Juan Hill? Papa led Teddy Roosevelt.
Oh, that's...
You should have heard Papa tell it, kids. Cavalry lined up. Teddy Roosevelt raised his sword, and the bugle sounded the charge. Up the hill they went, screaming like banshees, and out there, 40 feet ahead of the rest, was Papa.
My, he must have been anxious to fight.
Too anxious, daughter. Just before they got to the top, Mr. Roosevelt caught up with Papa and made him go back down the hill.
Made him go back? Why?
Seems Papa went up that hill so fast he clean forgot his horse. So long, kids.
Just 2 weeks from today is Christmas. Most of us are going to have to jam a lot of frantic shopping into those 2 weeks.
Yes, just 11 shopping days to be exact.
Wow.
That's one of the reasons why paper-made pens are such a wonderful gift idea. They're so quick and easy to shop for.
You can buy paper-made pens everywhere, and they're only $1.69. The paper-made comes in 7 beautiful color combinations, and you get a free gift box with each pen.
And all you have to do is tag it Merry Christmas, take it home, hand it out Christmas Day, and be a hero.
Yeah. Paper-made, of course, is the pen that's approved by bankers, school principals, and millions of users everywhere. The pen that can't leak or smear or transfer.
It's such a practical, useful gift, too. Everyone can use a paper-made pen. It's a beautiful gift in any of those handsome color stylings. It's just a happy gift to get for Christmas.
And a happy gift to give for Christmas. Such an easy gift to give. So cross off a lot of your shopping worries right now. Just go down the list with paper-made pens. Hello, operator. Operator. Hello, operator. operator.
Why don't you wait till the girl calls you back, dearie?
I've been waiting for 3 hours now. Hello, operator. Get that door, will you, kiddo? Whoever it is, tell him to be quiet. I may be talking to Washington, D.C. any minute.
I hope so. Heavenly days, I wish that call had never come through. Oh, come in, Dr. Gamble.
Hello, my dear. Any news on that phone call that McGee was
Quiet, Fatso. I'd expect me to hear the general when he comes on if you keep blabbing away.
The general?
May have to leave on a minute's notice, Doc. May have to fly direct to the Pentagon to get this thing straightened out.
What thing?
How do I know what thing? I haven't even talked to them yet. All I know is they called me. Hello, operator? Yes, this is FIBBER McGEE. About that call to Washington. What do you mean it'll take another 15 minutes? This is government business. National emergency. Connect me with the chief operator. That's right, the supervisor.
He's been like this all day, Doctor. I'm worried about him.
Well, if the War Department is in such a jam that they're calling him to help them out, we better all start worrying. I think I'll make a reservation to Mars or someplace. This planet won't be safe.
Hello, supervisor. This is Mr. McGee. Huh? Oh, she told you. Well, I'm trying to reach the War Department. Yes, it's urgent. Yeah. I see. Well, that's different. Goodbye.
What'd she say?
It'll take another 15 minutes.
Oh, dear. Well, stop pacing back and forth. Talk to him, will you, Doctor? See if you can get him to relax.
I'll relax him if I have to slug him with my satchel. Now, look, Jumpy, I realize that strange things happen in Washington.
Yeah?
And I know the slogan about the difficult we do immediately, the impossible takes us a while, but the ridiculous we do all the time.
That's good.
Yes, but why the government would ask your advice in a crisis?
I don't know what our government wants me to do, Doctor, but whatever the crisis, be it sabotage in South Siberia or a cloak and dagger job in East St. Louis, I am ready.
Oh, brother.
Yeah.
Maybe one of their wind machines broke down at the aircraft plant. That's the only thing I can think of.
You wouldn't talk like that if you knew my war record, you big lard head.
Your war record? Oh, is that the record that starts when I said to General Pershing, Jack, my boy, I said...
That's it. Get the phone, will you, Molly? See if it's them. I'm too keyed up to talk to anybody else.
I've got it, Jerry. 79 Wistful Vista, Molly McGee speaking.
General Pearson, War Department, Washington. Like to speak to Mr. FIBBER McGee, please.
Oh, yes, General. Just a minute, Your Honor. General Pearson McGee.
Check. Roger.
General? Great Scott, I thought he...
Quiet, Fatso. Official business. Yes, General. Private McGee. Dog tag 301-8083. The First World War. The Big War. At your service.
McGee, we've been checking your war record from the Big War. The World War, the First World War.
Says they've been checking my war record.
Isn't that wonderful?
Well, go on, General. You can skip the flattery. I know you got a problem or you wouldn't have called me. Let's get to the point, sir.
That's what I like, McGee. Efficiency.
Roger, sir. Whatever my government needs from me, I'm ready.
My hero.
Good. McGee, I find on going over your service record that you never returned your helmet and gas mask.
Huh?
Army regulations require their immediate return. Although you're now a civilian, I must ask you to mail that helmet and gas mask at once.
Right, General. Right. You can depend on me, General. I'll handle it, sir. Check. Roger, sir. Over and out.
What is it? What did he say, McGee?
Where do you go? When do you leave?
Relax, kids. Ease off. No strain.
What did he want?
I'm sorry, Doc. Confidential. Top secret. I don't have to leave here, though. I'm handling the matter right here.
Oh, good.
You can drive me down to the post office if you want to, Doc. Stick around a few minutes till I get a package ready, and I'll go over.
Fibber and Molly will be right back. Now that the weekend is here, you'll probably find more time to relax and enjoy the wonderful entertainment provided by your radio. All during the weekend, the NBC Radio Network will continue to provide you with the finest programming on the air. You'll hear such great shows as the NBC Symphony Orchestra, which broadcasts every Sunday from the stage of New York's Carnegie Hall. And now, every Sunday when you set your dial to this station, you'll hear the finest in dramatic radio entertainment on a lineup of great new programs. Consult your local newspaper for the times of broadcast on this station of NBC's fine new Sunday programs. You'll find that all of them will provide the enjoyment you seek when you turn on your radio. Yes, friends, always remember to tune to this station, the station where you hear the familiar 3 NBC chimes. For these chimes are your invitation to great radio programming. There's top drama, mystery, adventure, music, news, and comedy during your every waking hour on the stations of the NBC Radio Network. Tune for the finest to NBC.
right you could straighten out the War Department, McGee.
Yep. Now I got a message here from the Marine Corps Reserve. The Marines' Toys for Tots campaign needs help.
Yes. It's the aim of this campaign to give every needy child a toy for Christmas.
If you'd like to help some unfortunate youngster keep his belief in Santa Claus, all you need to do is send a toy to your local Marine Corps unit.
The Marines will classify them and deliver them to local welfare agencies for distribution to the little children who need them most. And please help.
Good night.
Good night, all.
Paper-made pens have brought you the Fibber, McGee, and Molly program transcribed, with Bill Thompson as the old-timer, Arthur Q. Bryan as Dr. Gamble, and Ken Christie as the General. This is John Wald, inviting you to be with us again next Monday night for another visit with Fibber, McGee, and Molly. Kitchen's brighter with the music and the drama of the NBC Radio Network.
We are playing 4 of those 15-minute shows from the winter of 1953, when Fibber, McGee, and Molly was no longer a weekly show. One of the nice things about those shows and the sound quality is the good quality of the NBC chimes at the end. Now another one of the daily episodes of Fibber, McGee, and Molly.
The Fibber, McGee, and Molly Show. NBC and Paper-Mate Pens bring you Fibber, McGee, and Molly transcribed. The show is written by Bill Leslie and Ralph Goodman and directed by Max Tuttle. Fibber and Molly in just a moment. There's certainly not much time left for ordering a care package for Christmas delivery overseas. For your friends and relatives in Europe or Asia, you'll find the quickest, surest, and best buy for the holidays is in the form of care, food, and textile packages. The assortment of special gift holiday packages is large, ranging in price from $18.75 for turkey and trimmings, $12 for turkey alone, $10 for standard food, and $6.95 for the special holiday budget food parcel. If you have no personal ties abroad, your care food package may go to some humble overseas home whose children will have no Santa Claus but you. And you may send your package in the name of someone on your own Christmas list. Care will send a message of explanation and you will get an acknowledgement. Cost of care packages includes guaranteed delivery if you order now. All you have to do to send a Care Christmas package is to slip an order and a check into an envelope and send it to the Care office. Share your Christmas. Show your goodwill. Send your contribution now to Care, New York. When Mr. McGee went downtown early this morning, it looked to Mrs. McGee like a fine day to get her house cleaning done. So she moved the furniture in the middle of the room, got out all her cleaning equipment, and look who's back home at 9 a.m.
Oh, no. Back already, McGee?
Yeah, I got to thinking about you doing all this house cleaning, Tootsie, and I thought I ought to do something about it.
So you came trotting home to keep me company. Well, aren't you sweet? Sit over there, will you? I want to vacuum this chair.
Sure. You see...
Plug in the vacuum, will you?
Sure. I hate to see you doing all this house cleaning by yourself, Molly.
I can manage. Move your feet.
Every year you go through all this Christmas house cleaning, and you shouldn't do it by yourself all alone.
It gets done faster that way.
Well, you ought to have help. Somebody to do the heavy work for you.
All right, you talk me into it.
Good.
The mop and pail are on the back porch. You can mop the kitchen linoleum and then...
Oh, hey, I wasn't talking about me.
You weren't? Well, I don't see anybody else here.
Well, she's not here. She's outside.
Who's outside?
The cleaning woman I went down and hired this morning at the employment agency. I told her to wait outside till I break the news to you.
You mean to say the woman has been waiting on the front porch all this time while you followed me around with your little sales pitch?
Well, I wasn't sure. You always say it's quicker to do it yourself, and hired help don't do it right and all that.
Get her in here.
She's already working, kiddo. I gave her a rag and some metal polish while she was waiting. She's been polishing the doorbell button.
Oh, well, that's a good start. Bring her in.
She's a good worker, Molly. You'll be glad. Mrs. Bates.
How'd you take it, Mr. McGee? Does she want me?
Oh, sure. She's tickled to death. Come on in.
Oh, well, I'm not through with the bell button yet, Mr. McGee. It was pretty tarnished.
15 minutes you've been polishing it.
I guess I'm just one of them what they call perfectionists. I like it to be right. You know.
McGee, bring her in.
I guess I can finish it later.
Yeah. This is my wife, Mrs. McGee. Molly, this is Mrs. Bates.
How do you do, I'm sure?
Oh, I'm just fine, thank you. Had a touch of the sciatica last week, but it's all gone now.
Well, I'm glad to hear you're better.
Comes and goes, you know.
Yes. Well?
It was awful bad for a while. I had it right here in my hip, right there. Feel better now, though.
I hope so. Well, you can hang your hat and coat out in the kitchen, Mrs. Bates. Right through here.
Oh, I like to work for a person that they're interested in me. A person's help. You know.
You see, Molly? She's only been here 5 minutes, and she likes it already.
Yes, isn't that nice?
I'm going to feel a lot better down there at the Elks Club this afternoon knowing that you ain't working your little head off.
It's a nice thought. Well, I hope
I'll get a lot of pleasure out of knowing that my little wife is sitting on a cushion reading a movie magazine and sipping tea while the hired help is cleaning the house without you lifting your little pinky. You betcha.
You know, you should be an artist, dearie. You paint such beautiful pictures.
Yeah. Well, I'll see you later, kiddo.
Well, I wish you'd given me time to get the work organized instead of surprising me like this. But it is a nice idea.
Well, I'm all ready to start to work, Mrs. McGee. I don't want you to lift a finger now. That's what I'm here for. Where do we start?
Well, I was going to finish vacuuming this room first. That the van and the 2 chairs have to be moved.
Oh, well, I'll do it. I have to kind of slide them, I guess. Can't do any real heavy lifting since my sciatica. You know. It's sort of... Oh, don't you move now. You just sit down there. I'll answer your telephone for you. Hello? McGee's house. Oh, just a minute.
Who is it?
Harold.
Harold? Harold who?
Harold Wurtzfelder's my boyfriend.
Oh, him.
I hope you don't mind. I left your phone number with my mother in case of emergency, you know.
Yes. Well, if it's an emergency, go ahead.
Hello, Harold. Yeah, I'm working. McGee, their name is. Oh, fine. Had affected the sciatica last week, but otherwise I'm fit as a fiddle, as they say. You know. What's new with you, Harold? Oh, good.
Say, Mrs. Bates, I hate to interrupt, but if we're going to get this rug vacuumed...
Oh, I'm sorry, Mrs. McGee. Hold on, Harold. Mrs. McGee wants to vacuum the rug. I'm going to take the phone in the other room. Now, how's everything work? You got a new job.
Well, one of us has to get started, so it looks like it's... There. That takes care of the furniture. Tables are all waxed and the Venetian blinds are all clean. I better get some more clean rags.
You did what, Harold? You dropped a hot rivet down the foreman's collar. Oh, not again. Oh, I'm sorry, Mrs. McGee. Mind your way. Hang on, Harold.
Don't let me disturb you, Mrs. Bates. I just wanted to get some clean cloths out of that cupboard.
I'd better hang up, Harold. We ought to get the housework started.
Don't be hasty now. I've already started.
Hang on, Harold. Did you start without me, Mrs. McGee? You shouldn't.
Just the Venetian blinds, the woodwork, and the tabletops. That's all so far.
You did all that in 5 minutes?
Better wind your watch. It's noon. 12 o'clock.
Oh, goodness, have I been on this phone for an hour and a half? Hello, Harold. I'm going to have to hang up. What do you mean, what's the rush? I got a job now. I can't sit around and talk to you all day. Call me tonight. Yeah, bye.
I hope you weren't too hasty there. Might hurt his feelings. You know.
Oh, Harold understands. When I'm on the job, I don't let anything interfere with my work. Business before pleasure, I always say.
Yes. Well, there's plenty of work to do, so...
I know, but don't you worry about that. That's my worry. Now, let's see. So far, according to what you said, we've the woodwork and Venetian blinds done and the tables waxed, right?
Right.
Well, we're moving along. What do you want me to do next?
Next? Oh, well, next I think we ought to clean out the refrigerator. It's 12 o'clock, you know.
You're right. I'm starved, too. If I don't eat lunch, I just get so weak I can hardly stand. Now, you make the coffee. He was in Chester, Francois, and George put together.
You certainly have had an exciting life, Mrs. Bates, and a long one.
It's a wonder I've lasted this long with some of the men I've gone with. Oh, that Irving was just a rap, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You never knew what he was going to do next. Once he said to me, Florence, if I walk out that door, I'm never coming back. I said, who you trying to scare? Go ahead, Irving. So he grabbed his hat and walked out. A half an hour later, guess what?
What?
He was on a plane for China. I never saw him again. Irving sure was a squirrel. You know.
Kind of a flying squirrel, evidently. Look, if you just hand me those plates...
Oh, I'll do the dishes. I don't want you to lift a little finger.
Are you sure you don't mind?
Well, of course not. What am I here for?
A good question. Well, I'd better get this floor mop.
Well, now, I'll do that.
Then I'll do the upstairs room.
Now, I'll do that, too. That's what I'm being paid for, to work. You just sit down and read a magazine. You've done enough today. Oh, if that's for me, I don't want to talk to anyone. I've got work to do. Business before pleasure. Just tell them I'm busy. You know.
Hello? 79 Wistful Vista, Molly McGee speaking. Who? Irving? Yes, Mrs. Bates is here, but she's too busy.
Irving? Really? Well, imagine he's back. I hope you don't mind, Mrs. McGee.
Here you are. Irving before business, I always say.
Thank you. I'll only be a minute. Hello, Irving. Yeah. How is China? You can't really, can you? Well, go ahead. Say something in Chinese.
Heavenly days.
Oh, imagine picking up Chinese in less than a year. Oh, Irving, we're just saying that. Oh.
Her name was Bates. Mrs. Bates. Just be on the lookout for a short, thin woman with a romantic background. No, she spent the whole day on the phone. I had to do everything myself. I'm bushed. Yes, I'm surprised. Uh-oh, here comes Mr. Do-Good now. I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Hey, kiddo, I'm home.
Dearie, I want to talk to you.
Where's Mrs. Bates?
She left early. Irving's in town.
Who?
Oh, it'd take too long to explain. It doesn't matter. The work is all done. But next time you get a bright idea.
All done, huh? And left early, too. Fast worker, huh? Boy, look at this room sparkle. Cost me $10, but it was worth it. For you to rest.
McGee, for your information.
Not that you don't do a swell job, too, kiddo, but when you hire a professional housekeeper, you can tell the difference just like that. Just look at that woodwork shine. Look at them Venetian blinds. Look at that wax job.
For your information.
Now that the place is finished and you've had a good rest, let's go out dancing tonight. What do you say? The Ritz Vista, the sump room. We'll go to the sump room. Molly, what's the matter? Molly, open that door. That's odd. I completely forgot it.
What'd you forget?
The joke we were supposed to close with here.
Oh, well, you'll have another chance tomorrow night. After all, this is only Monday.
Yeah. Good night.
Good night, all.
NBC and Paper Make Pens have brought you the Fibber McGee and Molly program transcribed with Natalie Masters as Mrs. Bates. This is John Wald inviting you to be with us again tomorrow night for another visit with Fibber McGee and Molly.
Get Mom a kitchen radio for those daytime shows on the NBC Radio Network.
You're listening to another in Dennis Daly's year-long series of salutes to one of the best-loved shows in the history of American radio, Fibber McGee and Molly. Now again, here's Dennis.
We have looked at the evolution of the program, and we're hopscotching chronologically around the years from when the show eventually went off in the 1950s to when it started back in 1935. We today are playing 4 of the 15-minute episodes, and it had become a daily show by 1953. So back now to the winter of 1953 and another 15-minute Fibber McGee and Molly.
The Fibber McGee and Molly Show. NBC and Paper Make Pens bring you Fibber McGee and Molly transcribed. The show is written by Phil Leslie and Ralph Goodman and directed by Max Hutto. We'll join Fibber and Molly in just a moment.
Don Wilson with a message about don't wait. This is Don Wilson with a message about saving money. This is Don Wilson with a message about a most pleasant relief for acid indigestion. The answer to all these things is spelled T-U-M-S. Yes, Tums for the tummy. With Tums, you don't wait for relief from sour stomach or heartburn because there's absolutely nothing to mix, no water or glasses needed, no waiting at all. You just eat 1 or 2 delightful, minty-tasting Tums, and relief starts immediately. And Tums are so economical, only 10 cents a roll, that you can always keep them handy. Carry them in pocket or purse for top-speed relief whenever or wherever some favorite food, overindulgence, or smoking too much causes distress. So don't wait. Get fast-acting, economical, delicious Tums today.
No, Mabel, McGee isn't. Hello? we were cut off. McGee isn't up yet. He was pretty tired when we got home last night. Yeah, he usually sleeps through the second feature, but this time we saw Sadie Thompson and the rain kept him awake. Every time it thunders.
Molly. Oh, Molly.
I better hang up, Mabel. He's up. Yeah, that noise you heard was the master of the house calling for his maid.
Molly, where's my brown sweater? You know.
It's in the closet, dearie. Call you later, Mabel. Yes, I hate to tell him, but... Yes, I'll let you know. Bye.
In the closet where, Molly? I looked all over.
Take it easy. Mother's coming. Better calm him a little before I break the news. I suppose it's the only thing to do, but I wish there was some other way. Now, sweetheart, what's your problem?
I've looked through this closet 6 times, and I can't find my brown sweater. I had it a week ago.
What's this, right next to your raincoat?
Well, it's no wonder I couldn't find it. It was on a hanger all by itself. I was looking under stuff. Next time, let me put it away, will you? I got my own system for finding things in this closet.
I don't know how you ever locate anything in there. Look at that mess. You've got anywhere from 3 to 6 things on each hanger.
That's the whole idea. It's alphabetical.
You tried to explain that mess to me once, but I never did understand it.
Well, the whole mess is a very simple mess, or the whole deal. Here, look. Each hanger has a letter on it, see?
Yes?
This one here marked T has got T-shirts, trousers, and tucks on it.
My goodness.
Down here under C, we got coats, coveralls, and my silk kerchief. Next to that, under D, we got denims and a suit.
A suit?
Dark suit.
Oh. I suppose under L you hang your longies, leggings, and light suit.
Sure. See how simple it is? That brown sweater should have been right here on hanger B with this blazer and breastplate. There.
What on earth is that cast iron camisole doing in your closet?
I brought it down from the attic last week. It's a souvenir from the days that old Fred Nittany. You know Fred Nittany? The guy that him and me had us a vaudeville act together from Starved Rock, Illinois together. And me, we played the Palace Theater.
I've heard about Fred.
This thing was once wore during the third act of Julius Caesar, Molly.
I don't recall hearing that you and Fred ever played Shakespeare.
No, we didn't. We were breaking in a new set of jokes one night, and I borrowed this from a friend of mine that was playing the opera house down the street. You know, just in case.
You borrowed it and never returned it?
Well, I meant to, but after the show, we left town in such a hurry. You know, show business. You're always on the go.
I know what you mean. Dearie, I've got to tell you something.
Okay, fire away. Hand me my socks, will you?
Here. Look, you remember that movie we went to last night?
Remember it? Boy, I hadn't seen it rain like that since the next day after I returned Doc Gamble's umbrella. Why'd you ask me?
Well, on the way home... Oh, here's your shoes, dearie.
Your hand is shaking, kiddo. What you so nervous about?
Well, I don't quite know how to tell you this. I told Mabel Toops it wasn't going to be easy.
Well, now, whatever's on your mind, you just tell old Dad. Come on, out with it. I ain't going to scold you.
Well, what would you say if I told you I lost an earring on the way home?
I'd say, so what? You got a bushel of earrings.
But this is one from that set you gave me for our 10th anniversary with the nearly diamonds in it.
Oh, my gosh, that one. Where'd you lose it?
Well, I had it in the movie, and I had it in the car on the way home.
And by a very simple process of illumination, you must have lost it coming up the front walk. That's easy. You take a look outside this morning?
Yes, I did, but...
You just haven't got the sharp, clear eye old Dad's got, Tootsie. I'll find it for you, don't you worry.
But, McGee...
Stop fretting. I'll find it. I won't quit looking till I do, and that's a promise.
Scout Sounder?
Eagle Troop. And there's the sign.
Good. I'll go get your breakfast ready.
I'll run outside right now and take a look around before we eat. I'll go over that front sidewalk with a fine-tooth comb till I find that earring, because when I promise to do something... Molly!
Did you call me, dearie?
Did you see what's out there?
Yes, sweetheart. That's why I was afraid to tell you.
Ooh. You better fix a big breakfast while I get out the snow shovel. That snow must be 3 feet deep.
There's more fun with the McGees shortly. You know, friends, we've all smiled at the eager young father up the street who buys his newborn son a football or an electric train. But it doesn't seem like more than a day or two until you see that young boy taking that train apart or booting that football up and down the street. Yes, time flies. Boys grow up. That's why it's never too soon to prepare for their future, whether it's footballs, electric trains, or money for college. And it's not too hard to understand why so many smart people are investing now in United States savings bonds. You can do it automatically every payday with a payroll savings plan. It's so painless you won't even miss the money that's deducted from your paycheck. Your employer sets aside a couple of dollars each payday, any amount you save. When there's enough for a savings bond, he buys it for you automatically. And those bonds make money for you. When they mature, you get back $4 for every 3 you put in. Extra dollars you'll need for your children's education. Invest in United States savings bonds on a payroll savings plan.
Here he comes back in again. That's the third time in the last... Just a minute, dearie.
Hey, what took you so long?
The door isn't locked. All you had to do is turn the knob.
I can't bend my fingers. They're froze stiff, so I just pushed the bell with my elbow. I gotta come back in again for a few minutes to warm up.
Stomp the snow off your feet.
Oh, man. That wind's got a bite like Toots' dog. Help me get these mittens off a minute, will you?
You poor dear.
Whew, shoveling that snow is hard work. I don't know how anything so light can be so doggone heavy. The stuff comes down like a flock of feathers and lifts like a ton of lead.
Certainly does dress up the town, though. Just look out there. Doesn't it look beautiful?
From in here, Tootsie, it looks lovely, yes. But it looks entirely different from the long end of a snow shovel. So far, I've shoveled off the front steps and half the front walk, but I haven't seen a sign of that earring yet.
Oh, dear. I didn't realize it was going to be such a job, McGee. Why don't you quit? I feel better.
Oh, no. I gave you my word. Scout's honor, and I'm sticking to my promise. I'll keep looking. I've practically cleared the whole sidewalk, and I still don't see any sign. Oh, there it is. Hey, Molly, Oh, sassafras. Piece of busted glass.
Hold it, McGee. Don't move. I want to run home and get my camera. You shoveling snow. I got to have a picture of this.
Oh, it's you, Fatso. In a hurry, I hope.
Nope, got all afternoon.
Why don't you go back to the office and get a white coat and a broom and rent yourself out as a snowman?
I would if I had a carrot nose like yours. And boy, is that beak of yours red. Blink your eyes. I want to see if it goes on and off.
Oh, you are so comical, Doctor. You're Bob Hope, Jack Benny, and Milton Berle all rolled in one, with 60 pounds left over.
How did you ever get hooked into this snow goose?
I didn't get hooked. I volunteered.
A likely story.
Molly lost one of her nearly diamond earrings last night, and I promised to find it for her.
Find it in this snow? You can't even find your own name in the phone book.
Well, this ain't easy work, Lard Bucket, but I ain't giving up. I promised Molly Scout's honor, Eagle Patrol, and I can't back out. Because a Scout is trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave.
And 40 years younger than you are. So go easy with that snow shovel, flab muscle.
What do you mean, flab muscle? I'm solid as a rock. I'm fit, Fat.
Sure you're fit. For the glue factory. I'll be a Boy Scout too, Sonny boy. I'll do my good turn.
You going to help me shovel?
No, I'll drop by at dinner time and untie the knots in your back. So long, tenderhead.
Well, he knows about tying knots. My gosh, if that earring don't turn up in the next few shovelfuls, though, I don't know where to look because...
How's it coming, dearie? Any luck?
No, I've shoveled the whole walk in both directions. All the way around the house.
Oh, dear.
Stand back. There's just about 2 more shovels full left.
Oh, McGee, look.
What?
Right there, just where you picked up that last shovel full of snow.
The earring.
Sweetheart, you did it. You found my earring.
Well, I told you I would. There you are, kiddo. When I make a promise, Scout's honor, I keep it.
I know you do, dearie. You're just the most wonderful.
Oh, stop, Molly. Not out here in the middle of the street.
Don't be so shy. The neighbors all know we're married. I told them. You'd better get those wet shoes off. Come on in the house before you catch cold.
I'm bushed. Come on upstairs and take a nap. But hey, you know something?
What?
I not only found your earring for you, but I was the first guy on the whole block to clean the snow off the sidewalk. Look how neat it looks.
Just wonderful.
That ought to show some of them loudmouth neighbors that beat to the city last year about my sidewalks just because I let it pile up a few weeks.
I'm so proud of you.
Call me when dinner's ready, Tootsie.
Bless his heart. I'll make it up to him. I'll bake him a hot apple pie. I'll call Mabel. Hello, operator. Give me Wistful Vista 3892. Poor lad. Hello, Mabel. Yes, it worked like a charm. But I feel so guilty about it. No, I just dropped it into the last shovelful of snow and let him find it there. He's so proud of having the first clean sidewalks in the neighborhood, so that makes me feel better. No more to still shoveling, is he? Better get your earring ready. Oh, aren't we awful?
Say goodnight to Fibber and Molly in a moment. Time just seems to be flying by as Christmas draws nearer. And there are only 8 shopping days left to buy that extra special gift for your wife or mother. Wondering what she'd really appreciate? Well, we'd like to suggest one of the new brightly colored kitchen radios now on display at your favorite store. When you stop to think about it, you'll realize that most women spend 3 and 4 hours each and every day in their kitchen. So, what would be nicer and more appropriate than a kitchen radio to help the hours pass more swiftly and to brighten an otherwise dull day? Tomorrow, for sure, before the last-minute Christmas shopping crush becomes even greater. Drop by your favorite store and look over the radios they have on display that will fit perfectly with your kitchen color scheme. And then on Christmas morning, when you present your wife or mother with a kitchen radio, you'll know that she'll be pleased not only on that day, but throughout the year. A radio in the kitchen will put the world at her fingertips when she sets the dial to the NBC radio network.
Hey, the next time we go to the movie, Molly, I'd like to see that compact picture.
Compact picture?
Mm-hmm. You know, compact little Sheba.
Oh, no, McGee, that's awful.
Yeah, well, I've been shoveling snow all day. I'm tired.
Yes, you are.
Good night.
Good night, Al.
NBC and Tums have brought you the Fibber McGee and Molly program, transcribed with Arthur Q. Bryan as Dr. Gamble. This is John Wald, inviting you to be with us again tomorrow night for another visit with Fibber McGee and Molly.
Let your kitchen radio fill your day with music on the NBC Radio Network.
And finally on this episode, from Christmas time of 1953.
The Fibber McGee and Molly Show. NBC and Paper Mate Pens bring you Fibber McGee and Molly transcribed. The show is written by Bill Leslie and Ralph Goodman and directed by Max Hutto. We'll join Fibber and Molly in just a moment. This Christmas, for just $1, you can give the gift of life itself to a hungry family overseas. For just $1, you can share your Christmas with fellow human beings. Men and women and children whose only hope for Christmas is the hope of simply surviving, of defeating starvation, of just staying alive. Your dollar will send an 11-pound food package, the special CARE Dollar Food Kit. That's right, CARE will send in your name 11 pounds of life-giving food to a war-ravaged family whose lives depend on such gifts from you. This is government surplus food, made available to CARE by the Foreign Foods Administration. You pay only the shipping costs, $1. Don't put it off. The time is very short. Make your own Christmas happier by sharing with some hungry family overseas. Your gift of food may be the gift of life itself. Put $1 in an envelope with your name and address. Put as many dollars as you can afford in an envelope and send it to CARE, C-A-R-E, New York. We take you now to the Bonton Department Store in the city of Wistful Vista, where we join two slightly bewildered shoppers named Fibber McGee and Molly.
My goodness, the store is crowded today. Look at that mob over there at the elevator.
Boy, they're packing them in there like sardines. You'll have to open that door with a can opener and take them out with a fork. Look at that guy with his stepladder trying to get on the elevator.
Attention, please. Attention, all shoppers. Elevator service in the basement has been temporarily suspended. The basement is full.
Come on, let's get started with our shopping so we won't have to battle our way around here too long. Have you got your list with you?
Yep, you got yours?
In the purse.
Good.
Now remember, we agreed to shop separately and no peeking into each other's packages, right?
Right.
Yeah, it's no fun to know what you're going to get for Christmas before Santa Claus drops it down the chimney. Oh, speaking of Santa Claus, look, there he is.
Oh, yeah. Come on, let's go over there. Whoops, watch it, Doc.
Oh, du weißt, wo steht Blabberlein, was das Volk line in der Heimbrück. Ich sag, wagen Sie.
What'd he say?
I think he said, excuse me.
Nicht, da kann das
Yeah, it's crowded. Well, come on, Molly, let's talk to Santa Claus. I'm going to tell him what I want for Christmas.
Oh, let's not bother him. He's probably...
Just for a gag, come on. Hi, Santa Claus. Remember me?
McGee, get off that poor man's lap.
I've been a good boy all year, Santa, and I'd like my stockings full of candy.
Okay, Johnny, but it'll sure be hard on your feet.
For goodness sakes, this is the old timer.
I thought them knees were awful bony.
Hi, daughter. Hi, Johnny. What's new?
Just doing some Christmas shopping, Mr. Old Timer.
Yeah, so you're the Bonton Santa Claus, eh? How'd you ever wind up in a job like this?
Just unlucky, I guess. Sure like to get my hands on the fellow that was Santa Claus here last year, too.
Why?
All the stuff he promised the kids last Christmas and didn't deliver, I'm getting my shins kicked for this year.
No kidding. Got a rough bunch of boys, huh?
No, it's the girls that do the kicking, Johnny. The boys seem to be different this year.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. This must be kind of fun at that.
Well, leave us say it's an interesting experience, daughter. One little feller about 6 years old come in yesterday and climbed up on my lap, and he just snuggled down like a little kitten.
Oh.
Santa Claus, he says, I want to whisper in your ear. Close your eyes and listen, he says. I closed my eyes and leaned down and listened. I just got kind of a warm feeling all over.
Kind of tugged at your heart, did he?
Nope, the little rat set fire to my beard.
Well, this job can be dangerous.
What kind of presents are they asking for this year, old-timer? Bicycles and electric trains, I suppose, as usual.
No, the kids of today have changed, son. They're growing up.
Yeah?
I've been getting a lot of requests from kids that say, Santa Claus, please bring me Betty Grable. It's got me worried.
Why should you worry?
Well, gee, I kind of had my heart set on that. Uh-oh, here comes some more kids. Watch.
Well, we got to start shopping anyhow. Come on, Molly. See you later.
So long. All right now, Sonny, here next. Just tell old Sonny what you want in your stocking. If you say Betty Grable, I'll pelt you with a bag of candy.
He's cute to the children, isn't he?
Yep.
Now, you go that way, dearie, and I'll go this way. And no fair following me.
No fair following me, too, either. Because I got something very special in mind to buy you for Christmas, Tootsie.
Have you, dearie, what?
Nah, never you mind. This is going to be a real surprise this year. You just trot along.
Okay, lover. I'll stay away from you. I love surprises.
Wish I knew what the heck to get her this year. My ideas and my money don't jibe. Wish I could find a nice $10 diamond Terrara. Or maybe a Baruch.
When you give your Christmas gifts this year, have you thought of the extra little luxury touch you can give any gift by adding a Paper-Mate pen?
A Paper-Mate pen is a gift that everyone appreciates because a Paper-Mate is a gift that everyone can use. It's a neat pen that's approved by bankers and school principals. A pen that can't leak or smear or transfer.
Paper-Mate pens come in 7 different color stylings. They make mighty handsome color combinations with the fancy wrappings on your gift boxes. Just tie a Paper-Mate pen on each package and see what a nice touch it adds to even the most expensive gift.
And don't forget that a Paper-Mate pen all by itself makes a mighty welcome Christmas gift, too. You'll probably be scurrying around, as most of us are, buying gifts for the milkman, the postman.
Yeah, and Uncle Ed and Cousin Rod and Mrs. Jones's boy in the service.
And they'll all love Paper-Mate pens. The Paper-Mate comes with a free gift box, and you can buy them everywhere for only $1.69. And take a look at the Paper-Mate desk set, too. It's a beauty.
So give a gift you know they like. Give a Paper-Mate pen. Yes, that is a nice loud pattern. I'll take that shirt.
You made a wise choice, madam.
I doubt that, but I'll take it anyhow. Will you gift wrap it for me, please?
Right away, madam.
Well, I hope McGee likes it.
Attention, shoe department. All clerks, shoe department. Kindly check all boxes before the customer leaves. One of you rum-dum stole my lunch.
My, I guess anything can happen in a busy place like this. Oh, maple soup.
Hi, Ma. Haven't got a rocking chair with you, have you? Oh, I'm dead.
Me, too. All I bought so far is a shirt for McGee. It's one of those California sports shirts. You know, the kind that picture people all wear?
Yeah.
With the long collar that comes clear down to here. Got palm trees on the pocket.
Oh, I don't know what to get for Mart so far. He's so hard to buy clothes for. Nothing's ever right for Mort.
Too particular, you mean?
No, his shape's so funny. The only thing I can buy him that fits him right is a necktie. What's he going to get from Fib this year, you know?
No, he's going to surprise me, he says.
Oh, murder. Mort did that to me one Christmas. Big surprise, he says. Know what he bought me?
What?
Hand-painted abalone shell table lamp.
Oh, my.
With matching ashtrays, no less.
Oh, dear.
The painting on it was lovely. Clear around the shade, it said, "Greetings from Pismo Beach, California." I buried it in the backyard.
I don't blame you. It sounds pretty awful. McGee's not quite that wild. He surprised me last year with a bottle of perfume. And the year before that. Uh-oh, here he comes.
Yeah.
Don't say anything about me buying. Hello, dearie.
Oh, hi, kiddo. I didn't expect to find you here in the men's... Oh, hi, Maeve.
Hi, Fib.
Oh, I was just helping Mabel look at some presents for Mort.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't quite decided on your present yet.
Here's your package, madam. I'm sure he'll like the shirt.
Huh? Oh, your package, madam. Mabel, there's your package, the shirt for Mort.
Huh? Oh, yes, the shirt for Mort. The shirt for Mort. Yeah, of course. Give it here.
Well, I'm going to look around some more, Molly. I haven't found your surprise yet.
Meet you out front, dearie.
Okay. So, bought me a shirt, huh? Hope it's one of them California sports shirts like the picture people wear, with the long collar that comes down to here and the palm trees on the pockets. Sure wish I knew what the heck to buy for her this year. She's... Whoops, watch it, Bob.
Baš tu smalt stigen tegen een loon voor je vreemd. Tu stoepen?
Yeah, very proud of it.
Dat spraakgehead voor it.
Yeah. Wonder if I ought to surprise her with a bottle of perfume. No one surprised her with perfume the last 3 Christmases. Maybe they got something down this aisle here for women.
You look lost, sir. May I help you?
Oh, no, I ain't lost this. I know where I am. I'm just...
Ah, you're looking for a Christmas present and you don't quite know what to buy, do you?
Well, yeah, you might put it that way. I'm just looking...
For your wife?
Yeah, I want to surprise her, you see.
I know exactly what you have in mind.
Well, good for you, because personally, I ain't got the faintest.
Oh, we have some just beautiful things under the counter here. Oh, you just wait.
Well, now, what kind of things?
Oh, wait, I show you these gorgeous things for you. Look at the silk negligee. Look at these gorgeous slips.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, aren't they delectable?
Oh, my gosh, I couldn't... Well, I mean, holy smokes.
They're all handmade. You'll love them.
Well, gee whiz, I mean, well, I...
And here, if you step right down this way, let me show you the nightie on the model.
Oh, on the model.
Right down here, the wax model at the end of... Where does that man go?
Boy, this is the toughest job I ever had. Trying to find something to surprise her that I can afford that she likes that you don't expect. Oh, hi, Doc.
Well, what are you doing lurking around here, sonny boy? Doing your Christmas shoplifting?
That ain't very funny, Fatso. That was a very feeble crack.
Yeah, I know. It's the best I could do. This Christmas shopping's got me licked.
You're licked? Mm-hmm. Boy, I'm beat right down to my shoe soles. I swore I'd buy Molly a Christmas present that'd be a complete surprise to her this year, and I've been battling my way through this slaughterhouse all afternoon, and what have I got? Sore feet.
No ideas?
Sure, I got lots of ideas. I'd like to buy her a mink coat, fill the pockets full of diamond stars, and deliver it to her in a Cadillac convertible. You got any ideas how I can do that?
Nope.
You
want to surprise her, huh? What'd you give her last year?
Perfume.
Year before that?
Perfume.
How about 1950?
That was the year I gave her a bottle of perfume. She always knows what she's going to get, and by George, I'm going to surprise her this year if it takes me... Hey, I got it. Yeah, that's it.
What's it?
Look, 3 years in a row I've given her perfume. Got it?
So you told me.
So this year she knows good and well I'm not going to give her perfume again, right?
She should know it.
So, I want to surprise her, right?
Right.
That's it. Hey, miss, wrap me up a bottle of this perfume.
Oh.
This evening in Liverpool. The family size. Girl can always use perfume, Doc. And boy, will she be surprised, because the last thing she'll expect...
Fibber and Molly will be right back. Friends, if you haven't mailed your Christmas gifts and greetings yet, it's later than you think. Post offices everywhere will soon be overflowing with mail. Do it now. Mail today. You can still get them there in plenty of time for Christmas. And for out-of-town delivery, you can be sure by using air mail or air parcel post, the speediest services available. And don't gamble on flimsy packaging in the Christmas rush. Pack your gifts in strong, durable boxes, wrap in heavy paper and tie securely. Address them in ink on the wrapper. Avoid using address tags. They may be lost in transit. If you use gummed address stickers, it's a good idea to enclose a copy of the address and return address in the parcel. Be sure to use correct zone numbers. They're a part of the address and help to speed your mail to its destination. You can help to get your greetings there on time by tying out-of-town local Christmas cards and letters in separate bundles with stamps facing the same way, and label each bundle with the out-of-town and local facing slips furnished you by your letter carrier.
In a million years what you're getting for Christmas this year, Molly.
I know it'll be wonderful. Is it to wear or what?
Well, no, I'm not saying.
Ah, come on, give me a hint. Is it big or little?
I'm not dropping a single hint this year. It's going to stay locked up right there in that little desk drawer till Christmas. So don't go sniffing around there.
Oh.
Good night.
Good night, all.
And Paper Mate Pens have brought you the Fibber McGee and Molly program transcribed, with Bill Thompson as the old-timer and the man with a heavy accent, Arthur Q. Bryan as Dr. Gamble, Natalie Masters as the saleslady, Bob Bruce as the clerk, and Elvia Allman as Mabel Toops and the store announcer. This is John Wald inviting you to be with us again tomorrow night for another visit with Fibber McGee and Molly.
Get Mom a kitchen radio for Christmas for those great daytime shows of the NBC radio network.
Next time around, Dennis will continue his look at what some say was the best series in the history of old-time radio. Fibber McGee and Molly, right here.
Good night.
Good night, all.
Morrison Bridge speaking.